Ms Vyress. Today we're having a literary historical lesson about an event that happened 100 years ago. You might have heard about it from your great-grandparents and even your great-great-grandparents who lived during the time. So today's book is called Once Upon a Virus. But let me ask you first, how many times have you washed your hands today? Okay, let's start. 100 years in the past, in the year 2020, existed a big world where the population was aplenty. People then were free to leave their homes whenever they wanted. They went to the shops, beaches, parks. It was all taken for granted. Suddenly, a bat-like, dark and stormy start to that year brought with it disease, COVID-19, racism and fear. This deadly pandemic started to take over the whole world. It grew bigger, stronger, hungrier, deadlier as its shape swirled. Nations locked down their gates shut, trying to stop it from getting through. The virus wanted to see the world from Finland to Peru. They fought with antibacterial sprays, gels, and covered their faces. A cough, a sneeze, germs jumped from hand to hand, raising the cases. They were told to isolate, school and work from home, stay inside. Some didn't listen, panicked, hoarded toilet paper, and died. Their pantries now overflowed with pasta, flour, rice and breads. Those that took more supplies than needed were named selfish dickheads. Lots of weight was gained as they became master chefs and bakers. Wine o'clock helped those cope and become brilliant jigsaw makers. Dogs were confused. Multiple walks a day was sheer exhaustion. Unfortunately, this did lead to the canine extinction. People changed. They fought in the aisles. They stayed metres apart. No more hugging or handshakes. It broke even the hardest heart. The bravest, though, were those that quarantined and stayed home to fight. Italians sang from balconies. Aussies dressed up on bin night. Another year went by before that curve started flattening. Finally, the ruthless contagion became less frightening. Like zombies, they emerged from their homes into the warm, bright sun. Some went back to work, had picnics, parties, started to have fun. Life was different, never the same. Everything had changed, except stupids selling excess toilet paper. They're just deranged. Education stayed home. The children never went back to schools. The parents went stir-crazy, so children made up their own rules. Global economy recovered. Took 20 years or so. Countries merged. Greece and Mexico became known as El Gringo. People used to travel all over the world on large cruise ships. Now they are used as dry dock prisons since the apocalypse. The world always wondered if the virus lurked somewhere, in the bus shelter, on a plane, or under a chair. Nobody knew then that a deadly virus wearing a crown would make us remember 2020 as the Great Lockdown. The end. Or was it?